1 year later, the Americans reopened the American embassy in Libya and put a guy by the name of Stevens and a couple of security guards in there.
Okay, Stevens, here are the keys. Enjoy the embassy.
September 11th, 2012. The American embassy in Libya is destroyed. Radical Islamists attacked the American embassy in Libya, killing the American ambassador Stevens and his security detail. The entire American embassy was completely destroyed, burnt to the ground.
Oh, shit.
Naturally, Barack Obama is all like,
oh, shit.
Meanwhile, the Republicans were all like, yes, we can use this against Obama. I mean, no, this is a tragedy. This is horrible. This is terrible. And so after the attack happens, America does its favorite game show of all time, the Blame Game. Come on down, everybody. We're going to play the Blame Game. It's America's favorite game show in which here are the rules to the game. You have to blame everybody but the actual person or things that has been done. Such winning contestants, you may remember this game, from such American tragedies such as Columbine, Hurricane Katrina, the shooting in Connecticut, the Oklahoma City bombing, and our reigning champion. Well, let's meet the categories, shall we? Our reigning champion, the current sitting president, whether that be Bush, Obama, or Clinton. Next up, our second reigning champion, the media. Immediately after the attacks on the American embassy, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. An attack on an American embassy is technically and legally a declaration of war. No, seriously, go look that up. I'm not making this up. Just 2 blocks away from where I live, there's a Mexican consulate, which is the Mexican embassy. Did you know that if I or anybody else attacked that embassy, that is technically and legally a declaration of war? And by the way, this is not a symbolic war on women, as in, ooh, we're going to make you pay for your own contraception sort of thing. Real war! An American embassy was blown up. The first time in 30 years that has happened. You remember the previous incident happening in the movie Argo, starring Ben Affleck. I'm so glad Ben Affleck has gone back to making serious movies. Am I the only one who at least sorta kinda liked Red Devil? Just because of the really hot chick who was dating the blind guy. Oh, seriously, Elektra was dating a blind Ben Affleck? What the hell am I doing wrong? And so the blame game begins. President Obama blamed YouTube. No, I'm serious, he blamed YouTube. Damn you, water skiing squirrel! And that stupid cat that says I can has cheeseburger. I knew you'd breathe the death of us all. Somebody made a video on the internet making fun and attacking the Prophet Muhammad. Now, surely other religions have been made fun of, such as on Curb Your Enthusiasm, South Park, Family Guy. I'm sure the Muslim world just took this in stride, got the joke, moved on, and absolutely, totally tolerated or ignored this. No, what do you think they did? Other embassies around the country were also attacked as a result of this video, but Barack Obama squarely blamed the video and said,
We must do more to reconcile our differences. And by the way, I apologize to the Muslim world for that offensive video.
Now, surely Barack Obama is going to defend freedom of speech, right? No, the guy who made the video making fun of Muhammad, the FBI broke his door down and arrested him. You know, we used to have a First Amendment in this country. I'm sure he'll tell lots of Muhammad jokes in prison. Barack Obama's assistant.
Well, I assure you, this man was sent to prison, not for freedom of speech, not for making fun of Muhammad, but for parole violation. Yeah, parole violation. We'll go with that.
Really? You're gonna send FBI agents for parole violation? Wow! So Barack Obama's blaming a video, making fun of Prophet Muhammad for why the embassy attack happens. Then later we discover that this was a pre-planned attack. First dead giveaway, it happened on the anniversary of 9/11. There's your first clue, Sherlock. And then we also found out that the video had nothing to do with the attack on the American embassy. So now Barack Obama has egg on his face. But wait, here's where it gets worse. The Republicans decided to totally take advantage of this situation.
Hey, there's been a terrorist attack on Barack Obama's watch.
And it's right smack dab in the heat, in the middle of the 2012 campaign. We should totally use this against Obama, and it totally will not fire back on us. So Mitt Romney, instead of blaming the terrorists, instead of shaming and wagging the finger to the terrorists, Mitt Romney attacked Barack Obama for this embassy attack.
Mr. President, you did not do enough to prevent this horrible tragedy. We demand answers.
Hey, remember in 2002 when the 9/11 truther stuff started to come out in 2003, 2004? When there were Democrats who said that Bush may have known about 9/11 before it happened and let it happen? Hey, how did that work out in the 2004 election? It backfired. So the Republicans want to play the blame game and totally blame Obama for this tragedy. So during the second debate, after Mitt Romney had kicked Barack Obama's royal ass in the first debate, Romney felt like,
I totally defeated Barack Obama in the first debate. Now it's time to
finish him.
So Mitt Romney in the second debate is like,
Mr. President, you didn't call the Benghazi incident a terrorist attack in the Rose Garden. You called it an incident and you blamed it on a Muhammad video. He did not call the incident on September 12th a terrorist attack.
And then the moderator, Crandy Crowley, was all like,
You know, I'm the moderator. Technically, I'm not supposed to take sides, but I'm totally going to take sides. Barack Obama did call a terrorist attack. Show the video.
And now Mitt Romney, he doesn't have egg on his face. He has omelet on his face. Right in front of millions and millions of voters watching the second debate. Oops! In the meantime, the Republicans are whining and complaining.
The liberal media is not talking enough about Benghazi. They didn't even report the actual war on Libya all that much. Because when Barack Obama ran for president, he ran on an anti-war platform. That was the reason why he beat Hillary Clinton in the primaries. And the media is not showing the Libyan incident because he got a Nobel Peace Prize and it shows him as a big fat hypocrite.
And although there was a little bit of truth to that, the media wasn't talking too much about Libya or even the Benghazi attack. Let's face it, CBS, speak no Benghazi. NBC, hear no Benghazi. ABC, see no Benghazi. Fox News, nothing but Benghazi. Hello, welcome to the Fox News channel where we got nothing but Benghazi, Libya, totally Obama's fault. Alright, now let's go to the weather. Weather?
Hello, Stan. Over here it's going to be raining on over in the our regions, and the hurricane, Hurricane Sandy will be entering on over in the northeastern regions. Totally Obama's fault. We also have some rain and a little bit of dry conditions on over here in the regions. Again, totally Obama's fault. Minnesota, Benghazi, totally Obama's fault. And over here it's nice and clear in Utah. Totally vote for Mitt Romney.
So the Republicans are totally getting angry and blaming Obama on the Benghazi incident? Hey, Republicans! Remember 10 years ago when you guys were always like this?
You terrorists. You terrorists. No. You do not blow up our embassies. You do not kill our ambassadors. And you know what? We're going to get them. We're going to get them. We're going to get you. We're going to get you guys. We're going to hunt you down. Hunt you down like tigers. Yeah. We're going to get you. We're going to hunt you down.
Yeah. Go back to hate. Yeah, Republicans. Remember it was all like, I hear you, the people who knocked this embassy hear you, and the people who destroyed this embassy will hear from all of us soon. Yeah, Republicans. I never thought I'd say this, but go back to that. So the 2012 election is over, and Mitt Romney got his royal ass handed to him, and right after the election was over, Barack Obama was all like,
Okay, Republicans, now we can start a Benghazi investigation.
And the Republicans were all like,
screw it. We were just using that as a political campaign punching bag to use it against you. Screw it. We don't even care about Benghazi anymore. Oh, who are we kidding? Anything to embarrass you.
So the investigation starts. So they summon General Petraeus, an Iraq war hero, and head of the CIA over to testify. Just one little problem. It turns out General Petraeus has been having an affair with his biographer.
General Petraeus, we're going to need you to come to Congress to testify over the incident in Benghazi. I'm having an affair with someone who's not my wife. I brought shame and disgrace upon this military. I hereby resign.
And the Republicans were like, wow, that was quick. And so now the media starts paying attention to the Benghazi news story. Now they pay attention. Because the head of the CIA, General Petraeus, couldn't keep his little general in check. Because the head of the CIA was sending his secret agent on over into Octopussy. Because General Petraeus was preemptively firing his missiles into foreign property. Oh yes, General Petraeus. His job was to keep an eye on foreign interests. Oh, he was paying attention to foreign interests, all right. Foreign interests being a vagina. Yes, General Petraeus was launching his little soldiers into somebody else's holy land. We salute you. I have a question for General Petraeus. Be honest. Do you call, your thing, the little general? Because that's what I would totally call it. Although in his defense, his biographer was totally smoking hot. And the name of the biographer is All In. I would tell a joke here, but everybody from Jay Leno to Conan O'Brien to Jimmy Fallon to Saturday Night Live has already done it. Although I will repeat this, let this be a lesson to all you men out there who are thinking of having an extramarital affair. The head of the CIA could not get away with adultery. If the head of the CIA, who's in charge of national security, cannot keep his own infidelity a secret, what hope do we have? Although that proves once and for all that he really is the top spy. Just like good James Bond, he's getting a lot of tail. However, I will say this to General Petraeus, James Bond may get a lot of ass, but at the end of the day, he still does his job and saves the world. You were getting a lot of ass, and you weren't paying attention to Benghazi. Just making a point. So now the media is interested in this story. And the media even said this.
Well, the reason why we were not covering this story was because Americans have no interest in foreign policy matters. The truth is, Americans only care about what happens here in America.
So let me get this straight here. Barack Obama attacks a country in Libya in 2011. That's not a big story. That's too boring. An evil dictator, Muammar Gaddafi, is murdered and his body paraded like from a scene from Weekend at Bernie's. That story's too boring. An American embassy is blown up, which is technically a declaration of war, and an American embassy and an American ambassador is murdered. That's not a huge story. The head of the CIA is banging his biographer. Ding, 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 ding. Now we've got a story. I have a question for the media. Are you guys just a bunch of 15-year-old girls? Like, totally, did you hear what happened to the CIA? I mean, he totally doing his chick. I mean, his biographer. Oh my gosh, we're this is gossip news. So the Republicans demand explanation. They demand to know what happened in Benghazi. So they summon Hillary Clinton to testify. And Hillary Clinton's all like, I'm sorry, fellas, I can't testify. I have a brain clot, a blood clot in my head, and I have to get surgery. And some Republicans actually said this.
Hillary Clinton had to go to the hospital for a blood clot?
Liar! She's just doing that so she doesn't have to testify. No, seriously, some Republicans actually said that. Please consider. Hey, Republicans! Congratulations! You've hit rock bottom! You did it! So what information do we know now? Now we do know some information. First of all, the American ambassador Stevens, was not killed right away. It turns out that the attack on the American embassy in Libya took a couple of hours. In fact, Stevens tried to call for help. So Ted Stevens called for help, and get this, there was an American aircraft carrier in the Mediterranean that could have launched airplanes, could have flown to the embassy in an hour, hour and a half tops at high speed, and rescued everybody in the embassy, but nobody in Washington gave the order. Wait, it gets better. The embassy had only a grand total of 3 security guards. Let me repeat myself. 4 people were killed in Libya. The ambassador and his security detail. Grand total, 4 people. Hold on a minute. This is an American embassy in a technical Middle Eastern country, in a country that just 1 year ago was considered enemy territory, home to former Muammar Gaddafi, who surely must still have a lot of his supporters hanging around. And you're gonna give the American embassy just 3 security guards? Malls have more security detail than that. Barack Obama's dog has more Secret Service detail than that. What the were you thinking? This is Banksy Bum saying, well, I can't say change, that other guy already has the rights to that. I would say change, but I can't because he has that. I would say hope and change, but that's Barack Obama's line. Well, it used to be Barack Obama's line until he changed it in 2012 and just used a simple word, forward. Forward. Wow. I can't notice that Barack Obama's campaigns, first he started with hope and change, then he just changed it to forward. What's the next motto going to be for the Democrats in 2016? So I guess I'll use fast forward!